News Now.
Good afternoon. We appreciate you being with us today. I'm Sam Wright. The city of Baltic holding a special election yesterday after a PAC group gathered enough signatures to invoke a recall election of the town's mayor. Beth Warden joining us from the Now Desk with the very latest on this. Hey, Beth.
Hi there, Sam. Mayor Deb McIsaac says she is maintaining her commitment to serving the residents of Baltic and is looking forward to brighter events in the city's future. The unrest may have stemmed from a disagreement between the city and developer Brian Hefty over the city's building ordinances. Last April, the PAC, South Dakota Citizens for Transparent Government, collected enough signatures to call the election. The unofficial count is 301 for Mayor McIsaac and 224 for Jamie Ingemanson, who is the member of the group who gathered the petition signatures.
And it took them 5 weeks to get 136 signatures. I ran for mayor last year. It took me 10 days to get 120. I think the citizens knew that there was no basis for the recall. And I think that they came out in droves to prove that.
Now, McIsaac reveals that she hired her own personal attorney and is facing $15,000 in legal fees to defend her position and her reputation. She's looking forward to community events this fall as a way to move on. Now, we've reached out to the opponent, Jamie Ingemanson, and are waiting for a response. Live at the Now Desk, Beth Warden, Dakota News Now.
Beth, thank you. Let's get